I was saying the other day, that's 2 days ago in our last episode, on this long hot summer, which is coming to an end, the summer of 1990, that we had a lot of small adventures, let's call it that. The Black Sea coast here during the miners' descent in the capital, the Stone Age. Many contacts with a lot of girls because we had the time, because it was the age, because we had been recently liberated, because it was a need to enjoy, to jump and use this energy to indulge in an excess of the senses, probably. I'm just trying to say that sometimes I wonder how it happened, how it was so bohemian, Casanova-like. It's not because, even if this guy, the fact that we worked hunted in a pack, with two mostly, but sometimes there were three, and we could be so successful is not the word. So I hope predatory is not also the word, because we didn't. I mean, maybe we were the toy things. Maybe that's another explanation. I'm just trying to say it wasn't really. We looked better. We were younger, and we had this ability to talk and talk and talk, and somehow, I don't know, convinced we had this maybe naivete. Maybe we were used as toys, let's put it like that. I mean, we're not playing victims, but we're just saying we weren't really the wow. Let's compare it with that idiot, the very stable genius. When you're somebody, well, when you have a car, you can do whatever they let you do it, and he's the big winner, dominant alpha male. No, I'm just saying, maybe we were the opposite of that stupid idea. In fact, it was in The Economist where I read somewhere that they have it wrong. There were quite a number of myths of nonsensical ideas we have. And there's one now I remember in Wales, where they said there was a major police abuse, when in fact a massacre, they call it. But that was more the Boston massacre, which gave rise, or was one thing that led to the movement, the independence. There was no such thing. I think it was said in this book, a detective story. Nobody died. I think it's a daughter of time. From a quote, truth is a daughter of time, and it's part of the core there that, in fact, we think we have this notion. Everybody thinks this way with the alpha male, that it's the alpha. No, it doesn't work like that. Jordan Peterson also talks about this with the primates, with the dominant male has to work with the others. It's not he's kicking everyone. They have a power, and we see that and discover, of course, the buffalo, the whatever. They lock horns, but in many cases, like with the primates, with the chimpanzee, he has to cooperate. It doesn't work with sheer force. And in the Daughter of Time, it's the question of the issue of Richard III. Now is the winter of our discontent turned into glorious summer by this son of York, and all the clouds that look upon our sky in the deep bosom of the ocean. But we have this idea that he was hunchback, and He had scoliosis, I think they discovered. But he was a great man. He didn't kill those two boys. Shakespeare had it wrong from Thomas More, it seems, who copied, and it's in the book. By the way, considered by the British writers of fiction the best mystery novel. And that says something. And it's also on the list of the American, not the best, number 4, but still, it's clearly one of the best. And it's in the top 1,000, not top, but just 1,000 novels everyone must read. So to return, what was I saying? The myth, yeah, well, Casanova. No, we were in the alpha male. I started, veered off into the woods from there. Casanova. No, we had this thing. We had many, and I was thinking there's more, and I keep remembering. For some time, it will all be forgotten soon. There's also Antonia, a girl I failed to mention, like my Antonia, by Willa Carter. So she was there. She was there in the studio, the one room I paid for much of what was going on, and then I would feel frustrated after some years, and I thought I felt like whining. My spouses, that's my way to whine, to complain. Oh, you did this, you did that, and weak, probably, maybe. And then again, when Adrian would disappear from the picture, I was thinking, well, maybe he just took advantage. He stayed for a while. I paid for the whole thing, most of it, because indeed I was in money. And then he just enjoyed that for a while, and then he said goodbye. But that was a wrong assessment. First of all, I had a good time, and while he was here, these were some of the best months, years, a couple of how long that was, my life. That's also true. So that's not to be regretted. It's on the contrary, to reminisce. It's part of the story, the past, which is there to offer some enjoyment now, when there's so many reasons to be worried, perhaps even depressed once in a while. What will happen with the pandemic? The spouse again went off somewhere. We don't talk. It's interesting. We haven't changed the word in 5 days. I don't know. 7 days. In a way, it works better when we talk. It's insults from her, I would say. On my behalf, yeah, I did some wrong things, and I must admit that I have to admit and repent and whatever, get some punishment for that. It's not enough to admit, well, I was wrong. You have to bear the consequences, and they're not like I am dragged through mud. Well, not literally, quite often, figuratively, and then I'm not, so I have a thick skin, it seems. I'm just moaning a little here, but then it's again not like I'm such a sensitive, such a proud person that I feel it like a fire on my skin or burning inside. But anyway, in the present there are reasons to worry. They were scared by something which appeared there on the horizon. Okay, anyway, time to take a break.